First of all, in order to restyle this, I'm gonna have to straighten it. And you can just, sit back and relax. All right, now that we've straightened Hollie, we see what it looks like. We're not gonna keep it for long. Starting off by curling everything, and then we're gonna relax it afterwards. We're gonna twist and pull as you twist. But I just wanted to get that out, make sure you guys know you can do it too. Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chiquel YouTube channel. My name is Amanda, and today, this is a video that I have been requested to do for a very long time, so I'm finally getting around to it. And that is, how do you restyle the waves into Hollie? But you know what? I've also been asked recently, what does Hollie look like when she's all straightened out? So this is gonna be kind of a 2-in-1 video. Anyways, before I jump into everything, I'm gonna remind you to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, where you can learn even more about alternative hair. Okay, if you have been around the wig world for a hot minute, you're probably very well aware of the wig called Hollie by Jon Renau. This is probably one of the most beloved wigs. Everybody seems to love Hollie. Now, because it is such a popular wig, there's always a lot of questions surrounding this style. And two of those questions are, what does it look like straightened? And how do I restyle it with this subtle wave that Hollie comes in? So what I'm gonna do first, I'm just gonna show you what Hollie looks like. This is not straight out of the box. I will let you know, this has been worn maybe 3 times. The only thing that has been done to this style is that the zigzag part has been removed to reveal the monofilament part. And aside from that, there has been no heat styling or anything. The bangs are a little funky because they want to kind of come inwards, and I just haven't really played around with them at all. Anyways, let me show you what a pretty new Hollie looks like. By the way, you guys, I'm wearing this in the color FS6 3027, also known as Toffee Truffle. So as you can see here, there's just a really subtle wave happening on Hollie. Really nothing substantial, but I find that when a lot of people are trying to restyle their pieces, they either get nothing or they get too much and it's too curly. So first of all, in order to restyle this, I'm gonna have to straighten it. So that right there is gonna answer one of the first questions, which is, what does Hollie look like when it's straight? And what I'm gonna be using this whole time is Jon Renau's new hot tool. This is their infrared duo styler. And I actually just made a video that talks about this hot tool and gives you all the info you need on it. Now, aside from my hot tool here, the only other things I really am going to need are a fine tooth comb. I'm also going to use a couple of clips here to help clip some of the hair out of the way. And I'm also gonna use my buddy here, my canvas blockhead, to put the wig on and to style it on this. So I'm gonna take this off, put this on my little friend here, and we are gonna get to work. Now, like I mentioned, I'm gonna use Jon Renau's infrared duo styler, and I'm gonna keep it at 285 Fahrenheit for this whole time. All right, now if you're feeling like it, you can use Jon Renau's Heat Treat Thermal Spray. This is something that can be used on human hair as well as heat-friendly synthetic fiber. To be honest though, I don't use this a ton on my heat-friendly synthetic wigs. I've gone many, many years without using heat protectants on my heat-friendly synthetics, and they have all been just fine. But I do use something like this on my human hairstyles. Anyways, I will use it this time, and I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna spray it gently, kind of work it through all the way around. Okay, now that I've done that, you're gonna wanna let this sit and dry for about 30 seconds before you apply any heat, but then you are good to start. Okay, now on Hollie here, I wanted to show you guys, I'm actually gonna lift it up a bit higher so you can see better. There we go. But I wanted to show you how, obviously we see the wave here, but when you lift up sort of this first layer, underneath that, it's pretty straight. We will get that into focus there, but it's pretty straight when you get to about halfway down the wig. So because it's already straight down there, I'm not really gonna touch this bottom half at all. There's really no need. So I'm really just gonna work on the top half here. And what I'm gonna do is take it small section by small section with my fine tooth comb and my styler here, and I'm just gonna work through little section by little section all the way around. So I will show you one little snippet here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna speed through this so you don't have to listen to me talk anymore, and you can just, you know, sit back and relax and just watch me rapid speed go through straightening Hollie. So I'm gonna take one small section here, my fine tooth comb. We're gonna make sure there's no tangles. So we're gonna always follow behind our fine tooth comb with our hot tool. This is going to help make sure all the fibers are going in the same direction and just kind of even it all out as we go. But let's go through, open it up, lay it down, and we're always gonna keep the hot tool moving. We don't want it to stop for too long, and you also don't wanna go through it too many times. Anyways, that alone really straightened that piece out, if you can see here. Super straight already. It's not getting into focus. It just wants to focus on me. I'm gonna hide and then maybe it will work. Okay, so that piece right there, already very straight. And we are gonna go ahead and go through the whole thing like that. So, like I said, I'm gonna speed this up as I do this little section by little section. And then after that, I'm gonna show you how we can restyle the curl back into Hollie. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now that Hollie is pretty much all straightened out here, what I'm gonna do before I put this on and show you is go through again with my hot tool. But at the ends, I'm gonna twist it a little bit to help curl this underneath so that we can see it as a little bit more of a curled under, more structured bob as opposed to just straight like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn on the airflow on this. So it's gonna put a fan that really helps the fiber cool in place as you're going. So I'm gonna turn that on and I'll speed this up a bit too. Okay, I'm all done straightening it. I fixed my bangs up a little bit at the end there, and she is all curled under, cute as a button. Now let's go ahead and put Hollie on. Hold on, I'm gonna put this down first, one sec. Here I am. And let's put Hollie on to see what it looks like as this cute little straight structured bob. Can hardly wait. Ooh, look how cute she is. Look at that. So now we all know what she looks like straightened. Now, if you guys noticed, hold on, I'm picking this back up again. Obviously, I was going through straightening it, it's hard to say, straightening it chunk by chunk, but at the end when I was curling it under, I grabbed bigger sections to put like my whole hot tool in, and then I started curling it, not just at the ends, but by about this spot here, that's when I started curling it under. If you're only curling right at the tippity ends, there's not gonna be enough fiber to want to curl under. You have to start a bit higher up to really get that curl going. And then if you feel like, oh my gosh, I curled it too much, there's too much curl at the ends, you can brush it out right away and that will help relax it. Or you can go back through with your straightener and just go through it quickly to help soften up that curl under again. But here it is, the bangs are looking a little bit better. I might still need to work on the bangs a little bit, but they are okay for now. So I'm gonna put this back down, but let me give you a little spinaroo of straightened Hollie. Now, some of you might be wondering, well, like, why would I want to straighten Hollie out? The waves are already just so subtle and they're so perfect and adorable. But what you're going to find happen is over time, your Hollie is going to get frizzy and frazzly. And that's what happens after we've combed it a lot. It's what happens after we wear it often. We get some friction frizz on the ends from rubbing against our clothing, and just general wear on it is going to cause frizziness at the ends and even throughout your fiber as you continue to wear it. And the only way to get rid of that frizz is by using heat on it. But when you use heat on it, it's going to get rid of the style and it's going to completely kind of straighten it out like I did here. So now that we know that Hollie looks really cute straightened, you might find that when your Hollie, your original Hollie before doing anything to it, when it gets too frizzy to just quickly maintain the ends, you might want to do a whole refresh of Hollie and completely straighten it out, and then maybe wear it straight for a bit until you're ready to restyle it and recurl it or re-wave it so that it looks a little bit more similar to what it started out as. So going through with your hair straightener or with your infrared duo styler or with any hot tool, that is going to help straighten this out and get the frizzy, frazzly ends all gone. All right, now that we've straightened Hollie, we see what it looks like. It's actually so cute, right? Isn't it adorable? I love the little curl under. Anyways, unfortunately, we're not gonna keep it for long because I also told you I'm gonna show you how I will restyle Hollie with that slight wave. So, getting back my friend here, I'm really doing everything we just did, but instead of straightening it, I'm twisting my wrist and curling the fiber. So we're really using all the same things we just used on Hollie. So I'm gonna take my little clip here and I'm gonna pin up sort of the top section just to get it out of the way. And we'll probably work in 2 sections here. So we'll leave this top chunk up here. I'll work with a next little layer here. And then remember the next bit that is already very straight to begin with. So we're not even gonna touch that. So I'm gonna pin that up, turn back on my heat tool and set it again to 285. Where is it? So it's blinking right now because it's heating up for us. Gonna take my fine tooth comb and we are just gonna start curling. However, this time I'm going to put my fan on for the whole time. So we'll put the fan on. And one thing that we should note is that the waves on Hollie, especially at the front section here, they're gonna wanna curl away from the face as opposed to curling towards the face. So when you are using your styler on this, make sure you are curling it back and away from the face as opposed to forward, just so we're all on the same page. I'm gonna do one curl here for you guys, hopefully get you all focused here. And I won't speed it up this first time so you can see it. And then I'll speed it up so you don't have to watch me go through the whole thing. So again, we're working in small chunks. Take my comb, make sure we're all detangled. Turn on my fan. All right, so I'm gonna curl back and away like that as opposed to forward. So remember, you always wanna keep your the hot tool moving at all times. Once you clamp down, you're gonna twist and pull as you twist. Pull, pull, pull. You're gonna see how easy that is. Look at that gorgeous curl right there. Now, you might be thinking, hold on, let me turn this fan off. You might be thinking like, yeesh, Amanda, that's quite the curl for Hollie. Hollie doesn't have curls like that. And you're absolutely right. Hollie's wave is much more toned down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and curl all of Hollie just like this. And then when we're done, I'm gonna go through one more time with this styler here and just straighten it out really quickly to relax the wave a bit more. So starting off by curling everything, and then we're gonna relax it afterwards. And just so we are all aware, it is very, very difficult to get the exact same style that your wig originally came in. And that goes for every style out there. No matter what you're doing, it is near impossible to completely recreate the exact same style. So all we can do here is try to get it as close to the original Hollie as we can. So I'm gonna keep going and making sure my curls go away from the face, back and away, and you guys can just sit back and enjoy watching. I don't even know if it'll be fun, but you know, you can at least watch and see what I'm doing. So turning on the fan and speeding us up. Okay, you guys, I am done. Holy moly, this is a curly, cute looking little Hollie here. Obviously it's too curly, but you know what I'm gonna do? Put that down. I'm gonna put it on for you just in case you wanna see what Hollie looks like this curly. And then I will afterwards take my hair straightener and tone it down a bit. But look how cute that is. And you know what? That infrared duo styler by Jon Renau makes this process very, very easy. So if you are someone who has always struggled with curling your heat-friendly fibers, this really helps. Let's get it on. It's cute. Extra curly, but I'm gonna kind of brush through with my fingers. Actually, I'll get my comb, wide tooth comb, kind of breaks it up a little bit. So maybe you're like, hey, I want an extra curly Hollie right now. And you could wear her curly for a little bit. And it's very cute. Okay, let me spin around and show you. Hold on, let's get this over here. Okay, now like I said, we need to tone this down a little bit if we want this to resemble the Hollie that we know. I'm just gonna take my wide tooth comb this time, and I'm going to follow behind with my straightener. I'm gonna go pretty quick though, because if I go too slow, that's gonna completely re-straighten this again, and we don't want to do that. We just want to tone it down a little bit. So we're gonna go zoop, just really fast through those curls, just to tone it down. So she's not so curly cute anymore. So already we are toning it down. It's looking a little better. I'm gonna speed this up, and actually, I'm gonna take this off my head. I don't know why I'm doing this on my head. I won't be able to do the back for you. So back comes our friend. I'll put this on the head and go through this. It's all sped up for you. Okay, I think I'm done. See how we have completely toned this down? It's just that ever so slight wave now. Like it's nothing crazy like we just had right before this. Actually, this is here a little bit curly. I'm gonna one more stroke through. Okay, let me turn this off. Let's get this back on and see if it like resembles Hollie at all. Maybe it doesn't, I don't know. But I think it will enough. You know what? I think it did a pretty good job. What do you guys think? I mean, like I said, we're not gonna be able to get it exactly like Hollie when it came out of the box with the original style, but I think this does a pretty good job. Let me spin for you. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below if you think this is something that you'll be able to do. Let me know if this was helpful for you in the slightest, or if you're just still like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it, but give me any feedback. Ask me any questions you want to ask. I'm happy to help you out as you go. But I hope this was helpful. I hope this did something for you. And I hope this shows you that restyling isn't as daunting as you might think it is. I know so many ladies are just absolutely terrified to touch their styles, but hopefully watching this gives you a little bit of confidence in knowing that you could do it too. I mean, I need you all to know I'm not a hairstylist. I never went to school to be a hairstylist. I never did any special hairstyling courses. This is just all things that I have learned as I've been wearing wigs. So am I an expert in hairstyling? Absolutely not. Like, do not come to me for the proper technique of all of the things of hairstyling. Like, go to a hairstylist. But I just wanted to get that out, make sure you guys know that someone like me who is not a hairstylist can work with wigs and figure it all out. So that means you can do it too. Anyways, I hope this helped at least a little bit, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, everybody.